Hello guys, welcome back to our backyard garden. Welcome back to another video on our blueberries. As you can see from the intro, that is how I go about watering most of my blueberries. I like to do it by hand, and today I will show you guys what type of water I use. And as you can see already from the intro, I love using rainwater. So we're going to talk a little bit about the rainwater and how it is very beneficial for potted blueberries, okay? And for the majority of other plants also. Now secondly, what do I do when we run out of rainwater? Rainwater is just think of it as a premium tank of gas, okay? A luxury, okay? It does not always last. So what do I do? And we will talk about how I go about amending our city tap water, okay? I will talk more about it, but those are two ways that the two type of water that I like to use: rainwater and amended tap water, okay? So I hope you guys stay tuned with me, and I will show you guys and explain to you guys in much better detail. So thank you for watching, and make sure you hit that like if you haven't already, and subscribe, okay? Consider subscribing if you love to grow blueberries. Thank you guys for tuning in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. This is the holy grail of my water source for blueberries. It is just a tote that I built a stand for, and all it does is collect rainwater from the top of our house. There's no special piping whatsoever. I just drill a couple of holes on the top, and the water will leak in and fill it on a good rainy day. And man, every time it rains, I get so excited, as happy as a kid can be. Unfortunately, this summer has been quite hot, but we managed to still have half of a tank left to go. So yeah, this is perhaps one of the easiest way to be collecting some rain. If you don't have a tote, get some type of large container, a trash can, a bucket, put it underneath where the rain sip off, okay? And you will be thanking yourself for doing so, because blueberries love rainwater. So what makes rainwater so special? Well, I'm pretty sure you already know that it is acidic, okay? Rainwater in most instances are acidic, but that's not always the case, you guys. I actually measure our rainwater from time to time, different day, different weeks, months, and years. And snow. Some would give me a reading of 6 to a higher 5, okay? In some instances, it will give me a reading of 7, 7.5, okay? So those numbers don't matter. It does somewhat, but you just gotta know that rainwater have a very low buffering capacity, okay? That is important, and I will explain more as best as I can. Now let's talk about the city tap water, okay? In most cities, tap water is water that's been through the process, okay? They add in all type of carbonate, bicarbonate, fluoride. I mean, this can be trace chemical of copper. The list goes on and on, okay? You will have to check with your city and you will see what I'm talking about. I have a background in civil engineering, so yeah, I kind of know what really goes in to the city for, you know, for people to consume and to use. So that's that. Okay, that's why the city water is usually with a higher pH, and it has very high buffering capacity. What that means is that it really resists changes to the way to its pH. Okay, that's what you need to know. Now for rainwater, it has a very low, okay, low buffering capacity. That means it is very easy to change whatever the pH of it is currently to the pH that you desire very easily. Okay, think about it. Okay, our container, we add in all type of acidic amendments for blueberries. Those sulfuric pellets, okay, they can easily change our irrigation water with rain to a lower pH much easier than if it was tap water. Make sense? So if we continuously using our tap water for our blueberry plants, eventually our blueberry are just taking up higher pH water, and that water will slowly break down and turn our container, our soil amendments, to a very neutral and higher pH soil. Okay, that is the basic of it, you guys, and it is very simple. I hope you guys understand that. Okay, once you do, then you will appreciate all the rain that you will be collecting, and you will try to avoid using rainwater as much as possible. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, in the heat of the summer, when we hit the 90s and the 100s, rainwater will go through for me real fast. Okay, and if it go fast for you guys, then we need a backup source, right? Yes, my backup source is still the city tap water. It is perfectly fine to use here and there, okay? But that is only for my emergency use. Now I use it, but I have a method where I acidify it. Okay, so that is what I will show you guys next. So stay tuned. You will learn a lot if you know, have never heard of acidifying your water, or how to go about doing it. Okay, so stay tuned, watch the rest of the video, and I will show to you guys more on how I go about amending the city tap water. Okay, so let's go. Okay guys, here we are at my workstation, and let me show you guys all the material that you will need if you want to amend your tap water the same way as I am. Okay, so first and foremost, the most important thing that you will need, and if you are an avid grower of blueberries or any type of acidic plants, then you need to invest in a pH meter. Okay, this is a water pH meter. It does not have to be expensive. If you have the money, then I would recommend the Blue Lab pH pen. Okay, I think it's about $70 to $80, but as for me, I have been using this very cheap Rulon Chinese made pH probe. Okay, it is about $14, I think, and I go through these every few months just to be more accurate. Okay, you will never be precise with these guys, but it is quite accurate for what we need it to be. So and you got to make sure you calibrate and set it correct before using it. I will perhaps make a video on it in the near future covering just that. Okay, because I am thinking about upgrading, so might as well, since I love blueberries and I want to be as accurate and as long as I can. Okay, so but for now these works, okay? They work great. I've been using it for years. So okay, next, our second most important ingredient is right here. This is sulfuric acid, battery acid, okay, which I got from AutoZone. You can get it at any auto parts store, and this can burn your skins and blind you, okay? So but it is dangerous, just know it is. And but here I am, right? Tank top, shorts, flip-flops. I've done this almost 100 times, guys. As long as you use common sense, you'll be okay, okay? So that is our second ingredient. This is what it looked like, okay? This is a brand new bottle. So yeah, it is basically sulfuric acid. Very strong, guys, very strong. So be careful handling it. Now the third ingredient that we will need is distilled water, a gallon of it, okay? And I highly recommend you get some jug with a very, you know, tough outer shell with a good lid, okay? I already transferred the distilled water into this heavy duty gallon container, so just to be safe from the kids and whoever, right? So I transferred that gallon here, okay? So, oh, and gloves, a funnel, of course, and a cup, okay? A cup so we can measure out our stuff. So enough talking, let's get started. And before you want to venture out and do this yourself, okay, following what I'm doing, do it at your own risk, okay? Don't blame me if you get hurt, okay? Common sense, okay? Common sense. You get your gallon of distilled water, you want to go ahead and pull out about a cup of the water from it, okay? That way we can add in the other cup of battery acid back into it, okay? So just take out about a cup and a half, you know. Okay, so this is about a cup-ish. So I guess I just water the plants with it. There we go, we good. All right, lid. Okay, now here is the dangerous part, okay? The most dangerous part of the process. So removing the cap and pulling out about the same amount, okay? Almost a cup of this back into here. Once again, I'm gonna remind you guys, if this is your first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, wear some long sleeves, some good gloves, some jeans, definitely some boots or shoes. And after you're done, you know, 50 times of, then you should know what to expect, okay? It is fairly safe. Just use common sense. Unless you spill it and splash it everywhere, then you'll be okay. So okay, got a funnel, got the empty cup. We're gonna pull out a cup of this. So it is child proof. You have to really push down on it, okay? Do not, you know, put your face right here, you know? Keep a little distant. I mean, a little burn on your skin, oh well. But your eyes, you can't get that back, so. There we go. We really have to push down on it and twist it off slowly. All right, there we go. Okay, making sure there's no spill. Now, I'm gonna pour in about a cup, okay? Just keeping my distance, okay? My eyes, whatever, a couple feet away, so here we go. Yeah, science. This is chemistry, you know? It's like back in chemistry school or class. There you go, slow and steady, okay? Be okay. As long as you're not splashing it, you'll be all right. Now, accidents do happen, so be prepared, okay? Okay, let me check to see how much that is. Okay, that is about a cup. Here we go, using common sense, letting it drip completely. Okay, putting it away and closing the cap tightly. There it is. Okay, our sulfuric acid, battery acid. Now we got to transfer this that we just pour out back into this gallon of distilled water. Okay, so earlier we removed about a cup and a half. Now we're pulling back in, or pouring back in, about a cup back into it. So if you have taken chemistry, then always remember this rule: never ever water to acid. Okay, you will get F up. Yeah, I don't know the process. I do, but I don't know how to explain it, okay, chemistry wise. But never ever water to acid. Acid to water is okay, but slowly, okay? Because if it's some super strong acid to water in a small space, that water can heat up, okay? And yeah, do bad things. So slowly, slow but steady, okay? Keeping my legs away and just pour that acid back in real slow, okay? As I'm doing this, the water in the jug is slowly heating up, okay? I can pour it all at one time and I'll be okay. But just to be safe, slow and steady, okay? Okay. Almost there. Okay, that's the whole cup. Alrighty. I'm gonna put this away. Now, before I place this back inside somewhere, I make sure to wash it down real well, okay? Because someone else might come and touch it and get hurt, you know? So, common sense, guys. Let me see. It's not hot, okay? It's maybe just a slight tinge of heat, but okay. Close the cap, making sure we thoroughly tighten it. Okay. Now just gotta shake it and mix it real well. So basically, this whole process is diluting this down to a concentration that is safe to, you know, to use. It is still very strong, okay? Because a cup of this jug or cup-ish can acidify my water in the 27-gallon tub down to a pH of 5.5. So, but it won't really burn you, okay? It will sting. Can it blind you? Hell yeah, if you get in your eyes and keep on pouring in your eyes, I guess. So shake it well, and yeah, there you have it, guys. Hopefully that wasn't too long, but that is how I'm able to water most of my blueberries when I run out of rainwater. This is how I'm able to mix it, and I really recommend battery fluid or sulfuric acid here. Okay, that is the main content. It does have some contaminants, but those are very minute. Okay, so it's your choice if you want to use it, but for me, it saved me a lot of money, basically. Money and time, okay? A box of this battery acid only costs, I think, $17 or $18. It can last me, a box can last me almost a whole summer, or 2 boxes. So that is how beneficial it is for me, cost-wise. Yeah, so is there an alternative? Heck yeah, there's an alternative. If you only have, I would say, 5 blueberry plants and under, then consider using distilled white vinegar. Okay, distilled white vinegar would work. It is acid, okay? It is, I think, 5% acidity in it. So you would pour however amount you need, usually about a cup-ish for me to almost 2 cups, but these can add up, okay? Yeah, it can add up real fast. for my watering issue. The amount of watering that I need to do. Okay, so okay, I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you have any question, make sure to ask me in the comment below. I will be sure to answer. Oh, now vinegar, it will acidify the soil real well, okay, but it won't last as long in the soil in containers. I looked it up, I really dig into it, and yeah, the acidifying action of this vinegar would not be as good as basically sulfuric acid. Okay, if you think about it, the sulfur and soil acidifier that we add into our soil container or in the ground for our blueberries, the microorganism in the soil, the heat, you know, the microbial activities basically break that down, and with watering it basically turns to sulfuric acid. Okay, it's the same stuff. This is just in its pure form. So yeah, that is just a little bit of, so you know. Okay, so now let's get back to our watering tub, and I'll show you why this pH probe is so important to have, okay, to even do anything to begin with. So okay guys, so I'm feeling fancy. That is why I always have 2 of the pH probe. I want to be as accurate as I can be, because you never know, okay, these cheapo might give out at any time. That is just an OCD nature of mine, you know, better be safe than sorry. So okay, so we got our city tap water pull out into this 25 gallon tub. Okay, let me go ahead and show you guys the current pH reading of it. All right, I'm gonna put 2 in the same time. Okay, give a little stir, hold it still. Okay, so one of the pH probe, I'm getting a reading of 7.2, and the other one I'm getting a 6.9. So, you know, that is why I have 2 of these. So the pH is about a 6.9, 7.2. It's not too far off, you guys. Okay. Now, if one is reading 7 and one is reading 5, then something is wrong. Okay. But I know our city tap water from the report that our city give out is about a 7.5. So yeah, this one have been sitting here for a little bit. So I'm getting a reading of 7-point-ish, and the other one almost a 7. So I just take it as a 7. Okay, we're not gonna get very precise reading. That is why in the near future I am investing in a blue lab. Okay, yeah, so because I use these almost every day, guys, so that is what I would recommend you guys do the same also. But for today purposes, these will serve me okay. Okay, so now let me go grab the there it is, our battery acid diluted down into the still water that we just made a split second ago. Okay, so now all we have to do is just pour out an amount and make sure that our water get an average pH of about a 5-ish. Okay, I don't want it to get it down too low to the 4 pH range. That is quite dangerous. Okay, so to be safe, around a 5.2 to a 5.6, that is perfectly fine. Heck, even 5.8, 5.9, that's okay. Okay, that's better than the pH of a 7 as we have here in our city tap water. Now, before I pour it in, one thing I want to mention again is that the sulfuric acid in here will also break down all the carbonates, you know, the bicarbonate. Okay, whatever stuff that they added into our city water, it will slowly break it down. Okay, so that is the awesome thing about using this also. So let's get started. So I have done this quite a number of times, so I know how long and how much to add. Okay, so I'll just pour in. So just time it. Okay, so that I'm guessing about a cup-ish. Okay, so let me give it a good stir, and we'll check the pH level once more. Yes, as you can see, I'm kind of handling this without care, but trust me, you guys, this won't really hurt you. Okay, it is diluted down, but like I said, it's still strong, but not as strong as battery acid by itself. So, okay, good stir. All right, now let's go ahead and take the reading again. Okay, let it settle. Okay, I got too happy. I got trigger happy, guys. But I want to show you guys that one of the reading I'm getting is a, let's see. Yeah, I actually pour in too much, guys. I'm getting a pH of 3.5 and a 3.2. So, oopsie, right? What I would have to do now is basically move some of this water into another tub and refill with tap water until I get a correct pH reading. Fail. But hey, I guess this really show you guys that it really works. Okay, you see that I pour in about a cup-ish, and the pH got that low, so it barely put a dent in this gallon container. Okay, so I can make a whole bunch of these containers and save me so much money. Remember, rainwater is the best water there is to water our plants with. Okay, especially blueberries. So do whatever it takes, you know, use this container, any type of container, catch that good water. If you cannot, for whatever reason, then hey, you can amend your city tap water. Okay, now is it the end of the world if you do not use acidic water? No, you can go on weeks and days with regular city tap water. Okay, half a year, you know, months, you be fine. It won't die, but the thing is, your plants won't thrive. Okay, and eventually, years after years of it, it won't show the progress and fruit that you would want. So yeah, this is something that must be done. Tap water once in a while here and there, in emergency, it's okay, you know, it won't hurt. But I'm just showing you guys what I do because I want to give the best water source for my plants. So that's that. Okay, you guys, I hope this video is quite helpful for you, and if you like what you are seeing, make sure you subscribe and comment and like. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next video. I can't wait to share with more of the beneficial stuff that I have learned and to share with you guys, okay, of what I have learned throughout the years. So yeah, really make sure you hit subscribe, okay, and like, especially comment. I love reading comments and giving back advice. Yeah, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay healthy, stay blessed, and grow what you love to eat. And if blueberries is one of them, then grow it. Okay, you can do it. Follow and subscribe. Peace.